the Made for Business show, where Catholic moms come to learn how to build a business that is simple and holy. That's right, ladies. I am changing my tagline. I've been at this for a little while now, and I have more clients, and I was thinking about what I do with them. I'm always thinking about, how do I describe what I do for my clients? And, at first I wanted to really talk about this idea that I help Catholic moms make a lot of money, multiple six figures into multiple seven figures, and that we just normalize that for those of us who are called to do that, right? A lot of my clients have a goal of retiring their husbands or buying a second house or paying for private Catholic school. And, we want to make $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 in order to do that. And so I thought I was going to talk a lot about that, because I'd love to just bust through the conceptions that a lot of us have about making money, especially as moms with kids at home. But then, as I was really getting curious about, what am I actually doing with my clients over and over again that's getting them their results? And I realized that the two big themes were that I help them simplify their business, and I help them spend more time with the Lord, letting Him run the business. Right? That's pretty much what I do a lot with my clients, is we listen to their mind drama, and then we quiet it down and we say, how can we make this simple? We always want to make things complicated. Our brains want to make things complicated so that we don't do them. It wants to freak you out enough that you don't do it, right? Your brain hates business. It wants to give you a stop sign, and it's very good at tricking you into stopping. It's why we waste so much energy spinning out in mind drama instead of getting to work, where we think about writing emails, but then we don't actually write them. And so I just want to normalize that our brains are doing this, and it wants to create lots of problems for you by saying you need more products, you need more funnels, you need more this. It wants to make it complicated, so you stop. And once you're onto your brain about that, you go, oh, hey, brain, business is simple and easy. How can we make this more simple? Less products, less funnels, simple emails. Okay? And then the holy part is bringing the Lord in more than we are doing right now. Because we tend to be like, Lord, help me with this business. But we're not really listening. We're not really asking Him, Lord, do you want me to launch a group program? And just sitting there for 5 minutes of excruciating silence and giving Him space to answer that. Right? Praying before we work, praying before we get on calls or we write emails. How can you 10x the amount of God's presence in your business? And I promise you, when we do this, we hear His wisdom so much more, because we're always kind of telling Him that something's wrong, aren't we? We're like, listen, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't have the right clients. We're always telling Him He's wrong. And He's sitting there with this perfect plan for us. Listen, here's the perfect plan. If you could just calm down and get quiet enough, I'll give it to you. So that's what I do with my clients. I help them make businesses that are simple and holy. And another question I get a lot is, what stage of business do you work at? And I'll tell you, my clients are all over the place, from having made no money to having made multiple six figures. I don't have any 7-figure clients yet, you guys. I have a feeling that once I hit that point, then I'll have more of those. But all over the place. Been in business for a long time, not a long time, physical products, digital products, nonprofits, right? Just all of it. And I think it's because at any stage, this is what we're longing for. We're longing to make things more simple and to feel more confident that we're doing what God wants us to do. And no one teaches us that. I just had to figure that out. Once I learned how to manage my thinking, the result for me was, I can use my thinking to create a business that's simple and holy. I want to make 7 figures in my business working 30 hours a week and not a second more. Now, I know some women, and I believe you could do it, and even less than that. I just love working. I don't think I'd ever want to work less than 30 hours a week, maybe later, but I just love it. I love working. I'm all in on the 30 hours. Don't want to work 35 though. And I want to build a business that's so simple that I can do $5 million dollars in 30 hours a week. Okay. And I want to believe that I'm doing the will of God and I'm building a business for Him and I'm reaching the people He wants me to reach. Okay. That was just a long introduction to my new tagline that I'm very excited about. You guys are going to see a lot more from me this year on building businesses that are simple and holy. Today's episode, though, is about why you do not need a business coach. And I talked about that a little bit in, what was it, episode 3? Oh, I think it's technically episode 2, how to be your own business coach. But I want to expand on it because I think we have this problem. That's a strong word. There's this common reoccurrence where we think buying something is going to solve our problem. Okay, so let me talk about courses before I talk about coaching. I love courses. Okay, I always tell my husband, I don't need diamonds. I just want courses. Okay, I love buying a course. I love the energy of it. I love getting into a new dashboard and checking everything out and doing all the things. I'm an excellent student. I love workbooks, right? I love signing up for stuff. And here's how it used to go. I used to think, ooh, I could be better at marketing. And then I would want to sign up for a marketing course. Okay. And then I would get really excited and I would do all the things and I would see my business improve. And then I would believe that the marketing course was the reason that my business improved. Sounds logical, doesn't it? But here's what's actually happening. Here's why I know that buying courses improves our business. Because when you buy a course, so most of us are paralyzed and we're not working in our business because we think we don't know something like marketing or video, maybe Instagram, maybe writing emails, maybe sales calls, whatever it is. And so we're not doing anything in our business. We're kind of frozen out thinking we don't know what we're doing. And then we buy a course and all of a sudden we start having thoughts like, I'm learning how to do this. My people want to hear from me. We believe whatever the person who sold us the course says. Like, hey, if you just make a 90-day batch schedule of Facebook posts, then the algorithms will start bringing people to you. So we start creating the posts and we believe the algorithm's going to start bringing people to us. And it generates feelings of hope and excitement. And then those feelings drive the tone in our emails and our posts, and they drive us to do more work. When I'm feeling hopeful that I'm going to make money in my business, I'm like, great, how are we going to do that? Let me write this email. The course didn't make you more money. The course just, you gave yourself permission to have different thoughts because you bought the course. Okay? You didn't need the course, right? So right now, I've been trying to decide if I want to buy Simone Soul's Joyful Marketing course. It's always available. It's $2,500. She's launching this cool challenge in January. And as I've been thinking about it, I'm like, why do you want to buy this course? And here's the exercise that I did. Because buying courses is not bad. It's a neutral circumstance. It's just only what you think about it. Okay? I'm not against courses. I love buying courses. Okay? But now I know I don't need any course. Right? So I took out a piece of paper and I wrote down, buy Joyful Marketing. What is it going to teach me? And I went to the sales page and I kind of listed what I thought she was going to teach me. And if I learned that, what I would then allow myself to think. I'm getting better at marketing. I write really great emails. Instagram can be simple and easy. You don't have to hate it, right? There were all these thoughts and I looked at all of those thoughts, and now because I'm a coach, I'm like, all of those thoughts are available to me right now. And in spinning out and thinking about this course or improving my skills, I'm not writing emails, right? And I know that. There's low-hanging fruit that your inner wisdom, the Holy Spirit, will tell you, hey, you need to be doing this. So for me, right now, I'm currently only sending one made for business email a week. I don't need to take a $2,000 course for them to be like, you should email them more. I already know that. I could begin doing that right now, and I probably will, so you should be on my list, you guys. And so write down what you think it's going to teach you. Can you start implementing that right away? And what thoughts would you allow yourself to think because you bought this course? Now, the same logic applies to coaching. And obviously, I'm a huge fan of coaching. I calculated out like 60 grand on coaching this year. And I will probably spend 100 next year. $100,000 on coaching. So I want you to know I am all in sold on the value of coaching. It gets you your results faster. I just think it's so powerful, okay? But I don't need a coach. God has called me to business. He will give me everything that I need without a coach. I don't choose to work with a coach because I need one. Just like I don't need any courses. And I really want you to hear that because I want you to practice thinking, I have everything that I need. I know exactly what my business needs. I am a master problem solver. That's what entrepreneurs do. And they're just really good at testing. I'm going to test this challenge. I'm going to test this funnel. I'm going to test this web page. You're just testing and getting feedback and making decisions. When you get really still and quiet and you spend time with the Lord, you know exactly what you need to do. Always, because all our wisdom comes from Him anyway, and He knows what we need to do. It's only when we're spinning out in fear and scarcity and I'm not enough or I'm running out of money or like any of that garbage that we freak out and we either say, I don't know what I'm doing, or we like get graspy and launch a bunch of things that probably weren't the right things. Nobody needs a coach. I want you to get to the place where you just want one. From a calm place where you're like, listen, I could get there either way. A coach just helps you get there faster. Right? It's like personal training. You can go to the gym. You can look at YouTube videos on your phone and work out. You can do it in your living room for free. But the reason we hire personal trainers is because they say things like, your back squat isn't straight enough. You need to sit back on your heels a little bit more. And then when you do that, you're like, oh. And then it's a little more effective and you can start lifting more weights. I did a year of CrossFit, you guys. No big deal. I still think I'm a superhero for having lived through that experience. They get you there faster. That year of CrossFit was the most amazing my body ever looked from a strength standpoint. I still weighed more than I do now, which is incredible to me, but I got so strong and it changed the shape of my body, which I didn't even know was possible. It was $100 a month. And that's not even a personal trainer. It was still a group class, but they just got me there faster. That's what coaching does. And it's uncomfortable. Having a personal trainer, nobody's like, wee, I'm going to go work with Rick today and he's going to yell at me. I don't yell at you guys, but you know what I mean? Like, it's uncomfortable to have somebody correct your bad posture and correct your negative thinking because you got to look at it. And that's why the first thing I do with my clients is I anchor them to the 3-year plan. And I always make it bigger than they think it's going to be. They're like, I think I want to do X number of dollars. And I'm like, let's double that or triple it or 10X it. I 10X somebody's number recently. I was like, really? No, 10X that. And then we work on believing that that's possible. And then when we believe that that's possible, that 3-year number, it makes us more willing to go through the discomfort right now of whatever we need to do to grow. It's like when we're get married and we're going to have a wedding, or our daughter's getting married and we're going to be in all of her pictures. We're like, oh, I need a personal trainer to create more discomfort for me so I grow faster because I really want to look great in those pictures. It's the same thing in business. Coaches just help you get there faster. And for those of you who are coaches, I want you to know that's one of the great values of coaching. And then I think the other thing is that coaches celebrate the snot out of you. Maybe that's not a great way to say that. But we just love you so hard. We just think you're so amazing and so great. And we see your progress. And we just throw parties for you all the time. Because you know what? Nobody's throwing parties for entrepreneurs. Nobody's throwing parties for moms. Nobody's throwing parties for entrepreneurs. But that's what a coach does. They're just like, look at how far you've come. Because we get to remember that. Just like a personal trainer's like, remember when you could only lift 50 pounds? And you're like, oh yeah, I forgot. Because you do forget. We're always looking forward and being like, I wish I could lift 150. So, look, I am hook, line, and sinker sold on the value of coaching. But I don't ever want to work with someone who thinks I need coaching. You don't need it. You can do business without it. The internet is just the most amazing thing of all time. You just have access to anything you want to know from the most famous, intelligent people and successful people for free. I am just loving Alex Hormozzi's Instagram account. Go follow that dude. It's just gold and it's free. You have everything you need to grow your business. If you can get calm and still and quiet, God will guide you. Choose that course, choose that coach because you just want it, because you're so sold on your own success that you're like, I just want to get there faster. Not in a hustly way, right? Just in a like, yeah, I believe it's possible. I want to get there in less time. That's one of the big perks of coaching. And it's uncomfortable. But we know it's uncomfortable when we sign up to work with a personal trainer, but we believe that it's worth it. And coaching isn't always uncomfortable. Sometimes it's fun and sparkly, but a lot of times it's a little bit of tough love and having to stare at our own issues. Money, self-worth, intelligence. How Catholic are we? Are we blowing the Catholicism thing by trying to make a lot of money? Right? We all have the same junk. So I just want you to know I believe in you, because I believe that if you're here, God has called you to business. And He's going to give you everything that you need. Write it down on a note card. I have everything I need. It's always true. He always gives you exactly what you need. And so when it's time, He'll give you the money for a course He thinks will help you, or a coach He thinks will help you, or a friend that you can talk to who will help you. We still do have to make decisions, but we can make decisions from being calm and feeling so safe and taken care of. That's how we want to make all decisions in our business. That's why we want to keep our businesses simple and holy. And we just want to pay attention to all the thoughts we have that don't fall into those two buckets. Anytime your brain is offering you thoughts that make you feel fear or scarcity or worry or not enoughness, just write them down and go, oh, I already know those aren't true, because God never makes me feel like that. That's how you be your own coach. And then go listen to episode 2, where I teach you how to use the model, and you just plug those thoughts into the model, and you just see how your own thinking is creating those results in your life. And you can choose to have different thoughts, and just practicing those thoughts will give you different results. Now listen, you have to believe the thoughts. So if I were to have the thought right now, I'm a fully booked coach, right? I'm not fully booked yet. I have a certain number of spots open, and they're not fully booked yet. And so if I believed I'm a fully booked coach, my brain would be like, it's just not true. So instead I would practice like I'm almost a fully booked coach. I'm going to be. I believe those. And if I were to sign up for Joyful Marketing, I would think I'm getting better at writing emails. But I could choose right now to start practicing writing emails, and I could have that thought, I'm getting better at writing emails. I don't need to buy her a course. Okay, so that is my present to you. My Christmas present to you guys. So you have everything that you need. Isn't that cool? Isn't it cool that God loves you so much? That he's given you all of your ideas, all of your wisdom, even the drive to do this business. And he will give you everything that you need. All right, my lovelies. I'm praying for you. Get to work and have a blessed day.